Ora boas!
Ora boas, pessoal.
So we're going to the second video of Strixhaven Commander deck, and this time we're gonna open the Lorehold Legacies.
Yeah.
It's Boros.
This is mine. Maybe I can just already tell you which commander it is. It's Osgir, the Reconstructor. It has Vigilance, you pay 1, sacrifice an artifact, and target creature you control gets +2/+0 until end of turn. You pay X and tap this one, and you exile and target artifact with mana value X from your graveyard. Create 2 tokens that are a copy of the exiled card. Activate only as a sorcery. And with this, I will start opening the deck while he speaks about.
Yeah, so we're gonna have tokens on this deck also. And for those who have seen the video before, was Quantum Quandrix, and we have been talking about one of the cards in there that can be removable just for tokens or just for non-token creatures. And I was in doubt if the Lorehold deck will bring us some tokens. And in matter of fact, we're gonna have tokens in this deck. Let's start talk about it.
There it is. So we have the deck box, which is pretty nice.
It's beautiful, but I don't believe it's a very strong cardboard.
Yeah, but it at least seems better than the ones that they had before.
Okay.
Like
I give you
this one.
that. Probably, I don't know.
This one. I can tell you a story about one time. I've been playing. It was the first time I was playing with my health decks, my Precon Elf,
right.
and I was coming down the stairs with the deck in my hands inside the box. It fell from my hand, and the moment it touched the stairs, it burst. The box the box was ripped apart. So it wasn't that nice.
So gives us some paper, like usually. It talks about some other commander legendary creatures. In this case, these can't be our commanders because they didn't have the partner thing. And they should. It tells us the history about the deck and how you can use it, and also have some rules of commander games.
Well, they can be your commander. They can't be together your commander.
Yeah, but you can't use this deck.
Yeah,
because of being just having one color.
Yeah. So here we are, the thick commander card that replaced that big one. Yeah,
it's in etched foil, what is somehow nice, I guess. I don't know if you can see it, but it's thicker and it's good looking.
We have some tokens here that we will check during the video, because sometimes the cards tell us about some nice tokens and we try to find them. And now for the cards, the first one is our commander that we already read and talked about. And oh, damn it. And there we go. You want to read this one?
I can. Halibou, Ancient Witness. Other artifact creators you control have haste. Whenever one or more artifacts creators you control attack, Halibou Ancient Witness deals X damage to any target, and you scry X, where X is the number of tapped artifacts you control.
And there you go. The 2 big commanders for this theme. And now we have... Oh, come on. We're back. I shouldn't drink during dinner. So we have Angel of Ruins. It has flying, and when this card enters the battlefield, exile up to 2 target artifacts and or enchantments. And it has plane cycling. 2. You pay 2, discard this card, and search your library for a planes card. Reveal it, put it in your hand, and then shuffle the deck.
Okay. Archaeomancer Map. When Archaeomancer's map enters the battlefield, search your library for up 2 basic planes cards. Reveal them, put them into your hand, then shuffle. What? We don't care. Whenever a land enters the battlefield under an opponent's control, if that players control more lands than you may put a land card from your hand onto the battlefield.
One thing that I saw in the previous cards is that the Plains cycle allow us to get any Plains card. So can be more interesting.
And this card looks like a white, but it's an artifact also. So you're gonna have a lot of artifacts.
Yeah. So Bronze Guardian, it has double strike and ward 2. So whenever this creature becomes target of a spell or ability an opponent controls, you can counter it unless that player pays 2. Other artifacts you control also have ward 2. And the power of this card is equal to the number of artifacts you control.
That's going to be a lot. This Dig Site Engineer. Whenever you cast an artifact spell, you may pay 2. If you do, create a 0/0 colorless construct artifact. Artifact creator token with this creator gets +1/+1 for each artifact you control. It's a construct.
Yeah.
It's something like this. Oh, that's not a very common token. A construct.
So Excavation Technique, it has Demonstrate, so when you cast this spell, you may copy it. If you do, choose an opponent to also copy it. Players may choose new targets for their copies. Destroy target non-land permanent. Its controllers creates 2 treasure tokens.
I believe this Demonstrate will create a very diplomacy thing.
Yeah, very
because
political.
you can choose someone to work with you somehow. I don't know, it's funny. Lorehold, Clockwork Scholar. Prevent all combat damage that would be dealt to attacking artifact creators you control. Whenever one or more artifact creators enter the battlefield under your control, draw a card. This ability triggers only once each turn.
Monologue Tax. Whenever an opponent casts their second spell each turn, you create a treasure token.
Yeah, that's
very nice.
Yeah. Audacious Reshapers. Tap, sacrifice an artifact. Reveal cards from the top of your library until you reveal an artifact card. Put that card onto the battlefield and the rest on the bottom of your library in a random order. Audacious Reshaper deals damage to you equal the number of cards revealed this way.
Battle Mage Bracers. So you keep creature as haste. Whenever an ability of equipped creature is activated, if it isn't a mana ability, you may pay 1. If you do, copy that ability. You may choose new targets for the copy, and you keep for 2.
Cursed Mirror. You tap and add a red. As Cursed Mirror enters the battlefield, you may have it become a copy of any creature on the battlefield until end of turn. Accept it as haste.
Oh, great. Lelia, the Blade Reforged, so it has haste, and whenever this card attacks, exile the top card of your library. You may play that card this turn. Whenever you exile one or more cards from your library and or your graveyard, put a 1/1/1 counter on Lelia.
Ruin Grinder. Menace. When Ruin Grinder dies, each player may discard their hand and draw 7 cards. It's gonna be nice if you just have 1 card on your hand. Mountain Cycling 2. 2. Discard this card. Search your library for a mountain card, reveal it, put it into your hand, then shuffle.
Yeah. Wake the Past, so you return all artifacts from your graveyard to the battlefield. They gain haste until the end of turn.
Duplicate Titan. Okay, I believe that will represent this card, so... some funny. Different kind of golems. Flying, Vigilance, and Trample. When Triplicate Titan dies, create a 3/3 colorless golem artifact creator token with Flying. That's gonna be this one. 3/3 colorless golem artifact creator token with Vigilance. This guy. And 3/3 colorless golem artifact creator token with Trample. It's the bull on the middle. Different golems.
So, do you think that all the decks will have some card that creates 3 tokens? 3 different ones? Let's see. So, Cleansing Nova. Choose one. Destroy all creatures or destroy all artifacts and enchantments.
Nice. Route. You may cast Route as though you have Flash if you pay 2 more to cast it. Destroy all creatures. They can't be regenerated.
So maybe Elish Nords is a good card to put here. Elish Nords.
Oh,
Sun Titan. Vigilance, and whenever this card enters the battlefield or attacks, you may return target permanent card with mana value 3 or less from your graveyard to the battlefield.
Every Boros deck gonna bring Sun Titan. Chain Reaction. Chain Reaction deals X damage to each creature, where X is the number of creatures on the battlefield.
Which in Commander it's pretty easy to wipe everyone. So, Combustible Gearhulk. First strike, and when this card enters the battlefield, target opponent may have you draw 3 cards. If the player doesn't, you mill 3 cards, then this card deals damage to that player, equal to the total mana value of those cards.
Ooh, nice. Dareti, Scrap Servant. +2, discard up 2 cards, then draw that many cards. -2, sacrifice an artifact. If you do, return target artifact card from your graveyard to the battlefield. -10, if you get an emblem with, whenever an artifact is put into your graveyard from the battlefield, return that card to the battlefield at the beginning of the next end step. Okay.
And it can be a commander.
Can be a commander, right. So that emblem is really powerful in this deck.
Yeah. So Felon of the Third Path. You pay 2, red, and tap, and create a token that's a copy of target creature card in your graveyard.
It's a copy.
Except it's an artifact in addition to its other types. It gains haste, sacrifice it at the beginning of your next end step.
Hellkite Igniter. Flying and haste. You pay 1 colorless and red, and it gets +X+0 until the end of the turn, where X is the number of artifacts you control.
Hellkite Tyrant. So 5 mythics. Yeah.
It's an awesome
Nice.
card.
Flying Trample. Whenever this card deals combat damage to a player, gain control of all artifacts that player controls. At the beginning of your upkeep, if you control 20 or more artifacts, you win the game. So all 5 Soul Rings, 5 Arcane Signets. Thank you all. It's nice. I
It's
like
an
it.
awesome card. Horde Smelter Dragon. Flying, 3 and a red, destroy target artifact. This card gets +X+0 until the end of turn, where X is that artifact's mana value.
Pia Nalar. When this card enters the battlefield, create a 1/1 colorless Thopter. There you go. With flying. You pay 2, one of them red, and target artifact creature gets +1/+0 until end of turn. You pay 1 and sacrifice an artifact, and target creature can't block this turn.
Jar-Kadin the Prevailer. First strike and has Metalcraft. Creatures you control get +3/+0 as long as you control 3 or more artifacts, which is very easy to do.
Bosch Iron Golem. Trample, you pay 4, one of them red, sacrifice an artifact. This card deals damage equal to the sacrifice artifact's mana value to any.
It's another
target.
legendary. We have a lot of them. Duplicants Imprint. When Duplicant enters the battlefield, you may exile target non-token creature. As long as a card exiled with Duplicant is a creature card, Duplicant has the power and toughness and creature types of the last creature card exiled with Duplicant. It's still a shapeshifter.
Yep.
Okay.
Key to the City. So you tap and discard a card, and up to 1 target creature can be blocked this turn. Whenever Key to the City becomes untapped, you may pay 2. If you do, draw a card.
Mere Battlesphere. Okay. When Mere Battlesphere enters the battlefield, create 4 1/1 colorless Mere Artifact creator tokens. Whenever Mere Battlesphere attacks, you may tap X and tap Mere you control. If you do, Mere Battlesphere gets +X+0 until the end of the turn and deals X damage to the player or planeswalker it's attacking. Nice.
Scrap Trawler. Whenever this card or another artifact you control is put into a graveyard from the battlefield, return to your hand target artifact card in your graveyard with lesser mana value.
Sculpting Steel. You may have Sculpting Steel enter the battlefield as a copy of any artifact on the battlefield.
You want another Soul Ring? There you go.
Ooh.
Solemn Simulacrum. When this card enters the battlefield, you may search your library for a basic land card, put that card onto the battlefield tapped, then shuffle. When this card dies, you may draw a card.
Steel Hellkite, another dragon. Flying, you pay 2, Steel Hellkite gets +1/+0 until the end of turn. X, destroy each non-land permanent with mana value X whose controller was dealt combat damage by Steel Hellkite this turn. Activate only once each turn. Nice.
Steel Overseer. Tap and put a 1/1 counter on each artifact creature you control.
It's a good thing. 1000-Year Elixir. You may activate abilities of creatures you control as though those creatures have haste. You pay 1, tap, and untap target creature. Nice.
Can I combo these?
Probably.
I will find out. Battlefield Forge. We can, although they have really nice lands, they are pretty much straightforward. So this one deals damage to you. This one can add mana of any color that the opponents can create. Slayer Stronghold gives +2/+0 vigilance and haste to a creature. Temple of Triumph, which is a temple, so you scry.
Scryland, yeah.
Yeah. So and now we have Strixhaven cards. Let's see if something really awesome appears.
Not a bad card. That.
Which one? The Dark Steel Mutation.
Yeah. It's an old school card also. Enchanted creature is an insect artifact creator with base power and toughness 0 and that's indestructible, and it loses all of other abilities, card types and creature types. So if it looks like you can change a card, that's a good one also. It looks like you can remove a card from your opponent, but you can use on your cards because you're gonna get an indestructible card. That's a good thing. And Boros Charm is also good because permanent you control gain indestructible until the end of turn. I'm choosing that. Also, you can choose give double strike and try to win the game, but when you have those wipe boards and you have the ability to give indestructible to your creatures, just for 2, it's a good thing.
Yeah, at instant speed.
Yes, it's awesome.
So Arcane Signet, Boros Locket, Burnished Art, so it's very good to get 2 basic lands. Commander Sphere, Eldron Archive, Meteor Golem that will destroy target non-land when it enters, but it costs 7.
Yeah, and you have a 3/3.
Yeah. And Sol Ring, and that's pretty much it.
Black Steel Citadel,
Yeah.
cool cards. I don't know.
And then we can find the Strixhaven lands, which don't appear on the booster, so it's more difficult to find them. It's 2 of each. And then for the planes, there you go. And that's it.
This is like a mountain, but artifact.
Yeah.
It's fun. Then you have Phyrexian Core that makes you sacrifice artifacts. I don't know if it's a good thing in here, just to get 1 life. Sacrifice an artifact to get 1 life when you have a card that's when you reach the point to having 20 artifacts, you can win the game.
Yeah.
I don't believe it's a good card in there, but who am I? I'm a champion. Okay.
So hope you liked. It was a pretty nice deck, and it seems like the internet is going crazy all over it. So
yeah,
I can't wait to play this one. And if you want to buy any of our cards and help the channel,
yeah, we're gonna put some Strixhaven cards on Card Market. You can check them; they are already there right now, or by now. And what they can do to help us?
They can subscribe, they can like our videos, comment everything, follow us on Instagram, and if you have an extra $1 for each month, you can go to our Patreon and donate it to us.
That will be awesome. It's a little help that makes difference, like the follow and subscribe, just a seconds away, and you can help us.
Yeah. So thank you all, and see you next time.
Take care.